good evening, and welcome to Real Talk with Tamara. As you guys come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay on today. I know that I am. I always express the importance of hitting the like button because the like button helps to keep the video on the algorithm, okay? So, like, share, subscribe, all of those great things, okay? Um, I wanted to talk about Nelly and Ashanti. Okay, now Nelly and Ashanti are back together, and they seem to be setting the record for relationship goals. Okay, he seems to be extremely happy with Ashanti. Of course, he and Ashanti were together for 10 years, and they ended up breaking up, and then they've been apart for 10 years. Right? He was dating Miss Jackson, Chantel Jackson, for about 7 years after he broke up with Ashanti, but he did some more stuff because I kind of followed that situation. He kind of messed up real bad because he started messing with this other girl. She's gone completely off of the scene. Her name is Tay. I can't think of her last name, but anyway, she ended up having a baby, and we haven't really seen her anymore. And he had been linked to someone else, but I think he was cheating on Ashanti with the young lady named Tay. Okay, she's an actress, or she was an actress. And then after that, he got with Miss Jackson. And he had been with Miss Jackson for 7 years. And I kind of look at Miss Jackson, she seems to be doing her thing with her career, but I'm sure spending so much time with a man and seeing him plastered all over the media with his ex, and seems to be extremely happy. It has to be hurtful. But now he and Miss Jackson had been, I guess, broken up for 3 years, right? Now, I ain't one to gossip, but I will bring some honey to the tea. Now, I was looking at Tasha K, okay, and allegedly Tasha K was saying, well, Ashanti, she was saying just today, Ashanti can't be pregnant because, sources, somebody reached out to her and said that Nelly just had a baby with another woman. Now, people was, when Ashanti was making those, throwing shade over the internet about 2 weeks ago, saying, yeah, B, this, and that, when she was partying with Nelly, people thought she was doing it at Miss Jackson, but it could be at this alleged baby's mom, that he just had a baby with. Ashanti may have given them a pass because they just got back together this year, and that could have already been in the oven, before they made it official. So I don't know, but reports is that Ashanti is pregnant. Now, and people are saying that because they was at Nelly's ball, okay? And she do kind of like she pregnant. And I was looking at Ashanti now, doing an interview, and she was like, her plan is to have a baby by next year. And so when they asked Nelly about getting them having a baby, he said on his Instagram, I'm working on that. So hey, I guess she got her man back. She don't plan on letting them go no more. I ain't mad at him. Let's look at this. I mean, she do kind of look like there's a little.
It's almost that time. That's what I'm talking about. But I want everybody, especially the women, I want to hear y'all say, seal the deal.
Seal the deal.
Seal the deal.
Seal the deal.
Oh, they look like such lovebirds. Sometimes you can mess up, and I think he truly loves her because he has not stopped smiling. Now I could feel a magnetic energy with them. They had been together for 10 years. He messed up. They broke up, and it was some things going on because she was messing with Irv Gotti, and she was saying she finally opened up and spoke about it. Like, he controlled her. It was hard to get away from him because he would threaten to shove her and all of that. We all know that Irv Gotti was married, and so she started dating Nelly anyways, which caused issues between her and Irv Gotti. Now Irv said that he was in love with Ashanti. According to him, that song "Baby, Baby, Baby" was written. She wrote that song, and it was based off of their love. I got a Jones forming in my bones from a man. Like, supposedly all of that that song was written because of, her and Irv Gotti. And he says the song, I'm so happy, baby. You know that song. I never cared for it, but it went platinum. Okay. He said him and Ashanti had just got through doing the nasty and he got into the shower. Okay. And he was singing that song. He said she had his nose wide open. And he taught her the business, which is why he said she definitely gained. I could tell, he feels like Ashanti played him. He taught her the business and she has been running with it. And hey, it wasn't done right because he didn't do his wife right. And so she's with the man she loves. She loves, I guess she's saying, this time I got Nelly back. He ain't going nowhere. Whatever issues I was having before, because she said she didn't necessarily, she felt like Nelly took it personally that she wanted to keep their relationship private. And it was because of how sensitive Irv Gotti was. Now, remember, she was on Irv's label. Okay. And so now, since she got him back, she want the world to know. It ain't no secret. I got my man, and she done went and got pregnant by him. Hey, that's allegedly. Y'all saw he had his hand on her stomach, and they said that they was gonna. So I guess marriage is next if they're not already married because they have been connected. Sometimes it takes losing something really good, and I don't care. I mean, Miss Jackson is beautiful, and she seems very intelligent. But sometimes it takes losing something that is just magnetic that you love so much. And he went without it for 10 years. And this time I got it back. I'm going to do what is necessary to keep it. She ain't going nowhere. And Ashanti must be feeling the same way. So I wish Nelly and Ashanti the best. Okay. I do. I wish them the best. You could tell that is a real love relationship. It seems like it to me anyways. They seem to be very magnetic and love each other. They can't keep their hands off of each other and stuff like that. I think that's a beautiful thing. Okay. When your energy, you just vibe with someone and you just like the electricity just kind of, what is it? It's just like electricity, like everything just kind of light up like you sticking a plug into a socket. Their energy seems to be like that. It all of the lights and stuff just seem to come on. It's good to, when I can just see that it don't seem fake or forced. Okay, it seems real. It took them 10 years, and you could tell they must have been always thinking about each other in the back of their minds, even though they had moved on. He understood that he messed up, because I watched that, because Ashanti's when they broke up 10 years ago and he was seen with the other girl, Ashanti wrote some songs based on that, because I like the song. I can't think of it. Um, I cannot think of it right now, but her sister and her sister's friends was cutting up, dogging Nelly ass out online. I followed that. I did, and was cussing the girl out too, the actress that he was messing with. So I guess since he got his woman back, he says, I ain't letting her go this time. I'm gonna go ahead and put something in the oven right quick, because they just got back together this year. I'm trying to think of that song that Ashanti wrote after she and Nelly broke up. Um and I can't think of it right now, but I like it so much. I can't I can't think of it. It's not The Way That I Love You. It's another one. I can't think of it right now. Anyways, I don't feel like looking for it because it's gonna take too long to try and find it. Okay. So shout out to Nelly and Ashanti. If it's true, hey, I'm happy for them. She's 43 years old. She's ready to have a family. And evidently he realized that he messed up. Okay. She bought him a nice car. Um, he said they actually had the opportunity to sit down and talk. They weren't expecting to get back together like this, but they seem to be extremely happy. So hopefully he has opened his eyes, and her too, because she wasn't innocent either. Okay. But anyways, I wanted to move on to celebs like Puffy hired tech experts to stalk their victims. Okay, I went and I pulled up a old situation, an old file. Okay, because I remember looking at this reality show called Brother to Brother. Okay, and I remember seeing Shakir Stewart on that reality show. Okay, at the time he was the exec for Uptown Records, and hey, the brothers could sing. I love the reality show. I hate it went out, but it seemed like when Shakur took himself out unexpectedly, that happened. And there's still been a lot of smoke and mirrors about what happened. Okay. Now, Mark Curry, and it's weird because Mark Curry was one of Puffy's artists that kind of went away, and now he's been doing interviews and he's been talking about what exactly happened and the weird stuff that was going on. And what he did was he went away because Puffy did him so bad, and he actually had a trade, and he's gotten into he started a carpentry business, and he's gotten into building things, doing things with his hands. He got completely out of the business and went into his own business, something completely different, and doing seems to be doing extremely well for himself. But I see now, since he's been doing the interviews again, he's saying if anything happens to him, just know it was not an accident. Puffy did it, because he's been around Puffy and he knows how Puffy gets down, right? I remember when Shakur was, passed away, but he actually, they say, took himself out. He was one of the only ones that spoke out and kind of geared it in the direction of Puffy, right? And he wrote a book called Dancing with the Devil, and it was based on a lot of the stuff that Puffy did. And he spoke a little bit about Shakur, but that book, people didn't, because folks was messing with Puffy so much, that book was kind of shadow banned. It was overshadowed, and I think people should go and read that book now. He's been doing his interviews. He's been kicking up a lot of steam again, and people are starting to take notice now because the industry ain't protecting Puffy anymore. And he spoke about recently about how Shakur Stewart was Puffy had Kim's phones wiretap. We see like what is going on now, like some of these vloggers who kind of work with these people, some of these vloggers that get ready to be indicted, that kind of work with these people in the industry, hoping to get a deal, get they, artists a deal and stuff like that. They have found ways to and of course they know how the ways that it is to listen to people's phone conversations, right? They want to listen to what other vloggers got to say. You got women so jealous of other women, they risk going to jail, getting some federal time, because that's federal time, okay, to wiretap another woman's conversation, right? And so we see now like how these celebrities, when they start dealing with these record companies and things of that nature, how they kind of turn them on when they want them to do dirt to some of their people, and they're able to learn about things of this nature. But Puffy has been doing this, okay, for a very long time, right? Puffy has been doing this for a very long time. People are starting to talk about how he had all of Kim's phones and Albie Short and other people phones tapped. Now, I have to say, because I'm going through a situation right now, and I'm finding out how they are able to do it and things of that nature. If you have people they tend to get people that have worked in these fields, that have worked for phone companies and things of that nature, that are very tech savvy, that have, hey, and then they just get, what's the word I'm looking for without saying too much? As I'll leave that alone, okay. But we see now that they're getting people that are tech savvy to, wiretap people, right? And so with Puffy, this is something that he does. He stalks his victims when he becomes obsessed with them. And Mark Curry spoke about Puffy started dating the girl who knew how to do the wiretapping. She basically just confessed, right? Since they've had him up under investigation, they've been running down the feds get ready to take him down, right? They've been running down all the people that he had been getting to do these things for him, because the industry taught him this stuff, so they know where all the skeletons are. So they're even running down the people because he was dating this girl that did the wiretapping. They done ran her down to make sure she be too scared to he be too scared to get her anybody to do a wiretapping while they taking him down, right? So he can't hear nothing, right? But he spoke about Shakur and about how a lot of the stuff that Puffy does, okay, he was taught by people before him, but he was such a devil, right? they went to him to do all of the devilish stuff, right? He didn't have any limits because he was very jealous hearted and insecure and very evil, right? And so, I feel like I've been just watching, this situation because everything, even with R. Kelly, but people didn't pay that any attention. A lot of the stuff that played out with R. Kelly, people have narrow minds and they kept the focus on R. Kelly. But this is something that is widespread in the industry, right? And a lot of the stuff that we're seeing Puffy do now, this is something that all of the celebrities do. This is something that they do. So when we focus on Puffy, we need to start looking at some of these other celebrities, right? And realize that the majority of them, they're like in spirits. They couldn't even go up that high because the industry is so evil. They all kind of they all do the same things, right? So I just found that interesting. I've been overdosing on looking at a lot of these people that are coming forward to speak about. Jaguar Wright had been saying it, but what they did was they used people to. Jaguar Wright spoke about being bipolar. So they started sending people to her. Jaguar Wright has a big heart. So they started sending people around her to act like they really loved her, but it was actually to make her look bad and actually to run her crazy, right? And so what we started to see was Jaguar Wright having episodes because they wanted to destroy her credibility. But I always knew she was telling the truth because Gene Deal kind of corroborated what she said. Even before she started saying it, he was talking about it, right? So yeah, y'all, the industry is something else, but people like Puffy, okay, they've been using experts, okay? And so what we see is we see some of these vloggers who be in cahoots with some of these record labels and they kind of give them access to stuff when they want them to do when they have a job to do for them before they throw them away. And they kind of have little classes. They teach other vloggers who ain't got a no damn sense because a lot of them are crackheads and drunks and they get ready to be indicted, but then they be left by themselves, right? Because the record companies ain't get ready to pay for no lawyers. But child, yeah, reset your phones, okay? Reset your phones. Keep your phones checked, and when you find out that somebody is in them, there is a time. You might want to, if especially if you get with the right FBI agents, okay, the right police investigators who take an interest in it. If there is a pattern and it is a long pattern, um, you might want to play the game, okay? Because when you play the keeps, right? Play for keeps, right? But anyways, you want to make it a felony. It's a felony anyways. But anyways, you guys, I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you could definitely support the channel via Cash App, okay? I love you guys. I'll speak with you later.